Hello, history buffs. Ready for a journey back? Look at this encampment. The spirit of 76 is alive.
Freedom of our future. A true patriot savors these moments, but the fight for liberty calls. To the encampment for freedom of our future.
For liberty. This is what American patriotism is all about. Look at these flags. They represent our fight for liberty.
The hour our liberty is at hand. For freedom is brava. Secure our liberty. My fellow patriots, the hour of decision is upon us. Let us march forth with courage to secure our liberty.
Welcome to my colonial home. Today, Del Payne's work captures the spirit of we fight for independence. And our freedom. Greetings from the encampment. The spirit of liberty is strong. We will fight for our rights and our freedom.
Hour is late. We must enact. To the encampment for liberty. Soldiers, the enemy is near. Front line, flapping.
And when we bring up one, Tina brings up the other two.
Yep.
That's a package deal.
Yep.
So I wasn't lying when I told y'all package deal.
Nope.
And
hear it.
It's been a pleasure to this family. That's what you guys don't get. I've told you in my videos, and now I've actually experienced it. The hospitality that they offer when you come around them, you can't beat it.
Yeah.
Like, you really just feel it. You know, the love from everybody. You're like,
Thanks.
We're strangers, but maybe not really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when I see, he got me out my G3s.
Right.
LaVar got me out my G3s and gave me these. Let me tell you, I pulled up to the house. I seen LaVar. I'm like, oh yeah, this is cold. I seen Tina and I got a little bit nervous. I said, she the one.
Why?
Because it's like everybody want to see you. So we see everybody else. They be like, man, we want to see Tina. We want to see Tina.
Yeah.
So when I seen you, I see LaVar. I said, man, you gotta let me interview your wife, please. And he said, what about that video you did? He called me on it, but it was a good one. But you know, it turned out. But I'm grateful that LaVar said, yeah, get the interview going.
Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on this panel show are those of the individual speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of this channel, its affiliates, sponsors, or production team. This content is intended for informational and entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised. We encourage respectful dialogue and critical thinking around the topics discussed.
Described him as one of the most dangerous men on the face of the earth.
Lion roar na the mountain high. Smoke rise up, touch Jaja sky.
Welcome to the man cave.
Welcome to the Man Cave. I'm Nora Christine.
I'm 85 Slim.
And tonight on the Man Cave, we have it down. So Slim is the star of the show tonight, and we are going to get an OG in the game's opinion on the drama with LaVar Ball's wife leaving him. Savage, cold blood. Did she leave him after his leg amputation, or was he just a jerk? Drops bombs. This is where I'm coming from with this. But y'all, Gray had tech issues, so I took over. So we about to have a woman's too. In that intro clip, you saw him with the new man. I'll play it again for those joining us later in the night. Welcome, Doc. We are going to be talking about LaVar Ball. I know if Gray was hosting, he probably would have a very opinion on this. But I think that LaVar Ball, she got sick of him. Let's watch what he had to say about the cruel portrayal of her leaving him.
That boy put them ZO2s on and said, man, this is different. And went to dunk that ball, head all by the rim. He said, what? I said, the technology. This is not an old-ass technology Kobe in a different color. That shoe is 20-something years old. Them Jordans 30 years old. They're going to make the best shoe. That's why I tell them, people think I'm just talking, I'm talking crazy. And everybody likes to create this thing and say, you know what? Lonzo got hurt in them shoes. I don't care what shoe you wear, you are going to get hurt in it, regardless of what shoe it is. But you don't want this Triple B brand to go like it is because it make everybody start thinking. Why you think Brown got his own shoe? Why you think Joker didn't go with Nike? All these big time guys, they're not going with them. They're going with different brands now. They're going with different brands. So don't act like I can't make the best. I'm going to have a narrative where you say I make the worst shoe, then I'm going to make the best shoe. Because this is the first shoe ever made that's not on air, Nike Air, how high you can dunk.
So for everyone joining us tonight, we are discussing why did LaVar Ball's wife left him. I'm going to give a brief timeline. They met in the 90s. They met when they were both students at Cal State Los Angeles. LaVar has recounted approaching her confidently, saying something like, you and me, we're going to do something, you just don't know it yet. They then got married in 1997 and they had their oldest son. Fast forward to today and he got his leg amputated in 2025. And then in June, last week, he publicly revealed the split between them on a live stream with content creator Neon, which I will play that clip later on. Slim, what is your thoughts on all of this?
Man, LaVar, he always been, real aggressive, even in the beginning. Now, that's the gift and the curse about everything, right? Because he actually succeeded with the growth of his sons getting into the NBA. But there comes a time where you got to, that role got to go to the back, especially with your family. So I'm thinking homegirl was like, look, you don't got to play this role with me. And if you continue to play this role with me, I'm going to do what I got to do because to be G with you, they all got bread now. So
they all got bread. He put all his sons on, which we'll talk about if we have time tonight. But this is the clip where he reveals that after 30 years, they ended things. Let's watch.
With my wife, who Tina decided to go her own way. That's why you don't see her right here. But she want to go do something else, that's fine with me. We had our run. So even though she had the stroke and getting older, she would never be like, oh man, she was always beautiful in my eyes until you say, I want to go do something else. Yeah. Now you're not as beautiful to me again. And the fact that if you decide to go this way, I'm gonna go that way, that's fine.
That's deep.
It is what it is, man. And like I said, anytime you can find somebody you can stay in love with for a long time or for one day or whatever, if you can witness that love, that's good. I had that with her. And I found somebody else, but it is what it is.
Wait, who?
No need to worry. And
Sorry.
So, Doc, you two fellas have been married before. Do you think it stings worse after 30 years, or do you think it all hurts even if you leave somebody in 5 years?
I think it's a little bit worse after 30 years, but I think it's a little worse because LaVar just got his leg amputated. When LaVar had a stroke, if you go and look up the clips, LaVar was 100% behind his wife, said how he would take over her physical therapy. He would not only take her, he would do it. He was in the pool with her, working on her movements, working on getting her back to 100% strength. He made it his point to make sure that she was healthy and back on her feet. And, they'll leave you if you can't get on your feet. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, LaVar had his leg amputated, but I tell you, the only day you could waste is the day you know that it's over and you continue with it in the future. You know what I'm saying? So all that time LaVar could never get back is gone, but he can enjoy the rest of his life. He's raised a beautiful family. It was good while it lasted. And all you kings out there, make sure you leave that bitch when you up.
What? Oh, okay. I'm not with this. I'm not with this tonight, guys. I'm not with this. I'm not with this. Let's really show what LaVar is, because LaVar is very full of himself. And it gets a point where you get tired of it, ladies. Am I right? You get tired when men are full of themselves. Look how he treats the new wife. I can only imagine how he treated the 30-year wife. Let's watch.
I'm gonna wait for you.
This is for Neon right here. Did you give her the girl hers?
He's good now,
I
right?
told you to put that over there for her. Amar, did you give him a spoon to eat over here and a fork? I told you to get this stuff over here. I said give him a spoon and a thing. A spoon. Amar, you didn't put him a napkin and give him a piece of cornbread over there? Okay. Help me out now. Moving slow.
Oh my God.
Goddamn phone. Napkin. There you go. She takes so long to get a napkin. This is all you do. Fast. I'm fast on that. It take all day to get
All
a
right,
napkin.
you're funny.
Already got him over there. You're moving slow.
This is amazing, bro.
Come on.
Sir.
Come on.
Would you rather have me call you bro or sir?
Call me sir or Big Bowler or LaVar.
Big baller, this is amazing.
That's what I'm talking about. You want some cold water or you want this one you was drinking out of? Where that thing at?
I'll finish what I
Where's
started.
the water that was right here? Yeah, the one that he opened one and was drinking out of it. Give him that. If he wants some ice in it, give him some ice in that thing.
I can just drink from.
He made sure he got himself with a BBL. I wonder if he makes him call her Big Baller in bed. Can he still get it up is the question. Maybe that was the problem. Slim, you've been pretty tame. You haven't really been going at the ex-wife like Doc. What is your thoughts on how he talks to the new wife? Should he continue to have this bravado? Will he always have it? No legs? Will he just be like that?
That's my point. That's his whole persona as a person. We need to salute the girl that that's in the picture now. She basically there for the bag. You think she loved this nigga? He just gonna be able to say what he want to say, do what he want to do because of who he is, and she just gonna ride the wave, which is, that's the type of chick. That's how that's what you're gonna end up with if you're that type of individual. So, I don't know what else to tell her, brother. I mean, he got everything he needed, less one leg, I guess. He might have an extra leg that's making the bitch happy too. So I don't know. We'll see.
But his sons call him Big Baller too, though. If you go look at their podcast when his sons talking, they don't call him like Pops or nothing like that. They call him Big Baller too. So they'll be like, yo, Big Baller, he, what I'm saying? They be talking about their dad. But also, I don't think it's hard to say just because his wife divorced him, LaVar should turn down his bravado. He told people when his kids were ninth graders that they would be the biggest thing in the NBA. He told them that they would make millions of dollars and never have to work again a day in their life. He changed up his attitude and his bravado, put his sons to the forefront on the internet, along with him training and them having talent as well, and that cultivated this lifestyle for him. So everything can't go perfect in life, but I think the positives outweigh the negatives for him. You know what I mean? Like he done put his kids on the path where they're not gonna be working at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? They all having a certain standard of lifestyle. So I don't think he should change a thing.
And that's why I said I looked at it from both sides, because we could look at it on the positive side, but then when homegirl living with that individual, we don't see that shit. So whatever the hell she dealing with, we don't really know. You feel me?
Everybody watching in the chat, would you rather be treated nice in a trailer or get yelled at and degraded in a mansion? That's the question of the night. You want to be treated nice in a trailer or get degraded in a mansion? But in this next clip, this is what he had to say for his sons being traded. This is what he had to say. This is the advice he gave the NBA.
Minnesota Timberwolves. Y'all did the coldest move in the game. You went and got that medal. Yes. But here's the thing. Let me give you the recipe. You got to get the other two ball boys. You get the other two ball boys, it will be the most watched team ever in the NBA. Trust me when I tell you. You don't think I'm just talking? No, I'm not. Melo can't win it by himself, but I tell you, with his brothers, I guarantee y'all a championship. The chemistry and the goddamn speed of the game, I never taught my boys to play by themselves, but together, you can't beat them. And with Ant, A-Rod, you already a superstar, so you know what to do. You would take a chance. So go get them boys. You can get Lonzo damn near for nothing. You can get Jello damn near for nothing. Guess what? Coming off the bench, starting, team chemistry, morale in the locker room, whatever you want. Wherever them ball boys together, can't lose. You want the championship? Get them other two, and I guarantee a championship. Trust me when I tell you.
Okay, Doc, what do you think about the advice that he gave the NBA? Do you think that's a good move? Will they listen to him?
I think Lonzo is a good move. I just seen Melo and them talking the other day. People talking the other day who seen Lonzo playing. I think Lonzo's decline was mostly he had a bad knee. He had hurt his knee, and he's back in the into a better, health-wise, better space health-wise. But he's always a good player. Like Lonzo is a point guard who's shooting the ball a little more consistently and spread the floor. So I think LaVar, he's all like these type of declarations is what got his son's national attention. Like telling them to run the score up in high school. He had all his sons playing together, since they were little kids. So I think that's the dream for him. But Jello, his middle son Jello, he just doesn't seem to be an NBA caliber player. Like he's never made it. He never broke through. He's never been a starter, a backup, none of that. He's played in some summer league, but he's just not an NBA caliber player. And his other sons aren't good enough, like Giannis, to like force. Like you see on some teams in the NBA, some players are so good that they make you put their brother on the team, even if he don't play. They get him signed to a contract. And I think LaVar tried to do that, but I don't think Melo's good enough, and I think Lonzo is good enough to play with LaMelo. That might actually be a good pickup for them because he's a free agent.
Yeah,
I was going to say that's a good move because, if you keep Anthony Edwards and Gobert and then run that's a crazy five.
Yeah, and this was the Hornet fans reacting to the Suns trade. Let's watch.
Y'all trade LaMelo Ball, son. That's like the Bulls trading Jordan.
Fan base is going to really be mad.
I'm sad. It's a tough day to be a Hornets fan.
We don't want Josh Green. We don't want the future trades. Bring LaMelo back. Reverse the trade.
Oh man, my heart was broken when I heard about it. It's terrible.
It's some bull. Can I say that on your thing?
My first initial thought was why? Wow.
I was definitely upset a little, but then I felt better because I know that he's going on, but they'll rebound well.
They keep up the team chemistry year after year.
I was thinking, surely they're not going to do this before the press conference.
I think Charlotte may be great without him.
Any farewell message for LaMelo?
Just come back one day. I wish him the best, man. He's a great guy.
We miss you already. If you need help moving, I'm just a Facebook message away.
Come back.
Hey, man, glad to have you here. Glad you came, walked by the shop, man. Wish you could have came, got a cut.
We wish you well in Minnesota, and we wish you were still here in Charlotte.
I'm going to miss him flying through the city.
So do you guys think the trade was a good move? What are y'all's thoughts about when you heard about the trade?
I don't know if it's a good move. Charlotte hasn't made a lot of great basketball moves in a way, but I think LaMelo is bigger than basketball. LaMelo has one of the most popular shoes amongst the kids. Like my nephew and them play like AAU basketball, and they're very popular. I'll put some clips in our group chat later. They're very good. Like he's one of the top players in the country, and he loves those shoes, the LaMelo shoes. And LaMelo was I think that's why people are gonna miss him in Charlotte. Like besides the fact, I think the only knock on LaMelo was he speeds. Like LaMelo's been pulled over for speed and like a crazy man. You know what I'm saying? But I guess if you're in a Lamborghini, you might as well put it to the floor once or twice. I would. But other than that, everybody said he was real. Like he used to go to the high schools, talk to the kids, hang out with the kids. He would walk around the city. Like he would actually like be in the city, like hanging out. And I don't think you're gonna get that from a lot of young stars that ain't really doing nothing too wild. Like he was speeding, but who didn't get money and buy their first car and it was nice, and you know what I mean? You at the spot and you speeding, you know what I mean? Everybody was doing that. So I think it was a great trade for Portland. I don't see Charlotte hasn't been entertaining. The only reason to watch Charlotte last year was to see LaMelo shoot the ball off one leg, make these crazy buckets, and the fact that he's entertaining. Otherwise, I wouldn't watch Charlotte for pretty much any other games.
You really ain't gonna watch Charlotte now if that's the case. But all this shit is happening because of Doc's brother, winning the championship. the whole NBA is wilding out because of your twin brother, and that's why they making these moves. You know what I'm saying? But you know, at the end of the day, I still think the Knicks gonna do it again. So shout out to Doc and his twin brother.
That's so funny. Yeah, like I agree with you. The one brother's good. Let me show the clip. They say he plays nice. For all the ladies watching, if you don't follow basketball like me, let me play the clip of the guy that's good, supposedly.
Melo play, bro. It's like he don't give.
I hear video game,
bro. He do not care, bro. And I know playing with him, like I never played with him.
He 2K.
He really like the way he hoop. Them dudes is out there just like you. There's no way they got any nerves or cares about anything because he just play like that, bro. They lead and play it so free.
It's the difference between playing free and freedom.
Freedom.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes, it is.
LaMelo really cares about the game.
100%.
That's how he fell in love with the game of just like, this is how I'm going to play. Like, if I feel like shooting this bitch with one leg from three, I'm going to do it. I don't, like, it's not that I don't care.
Yeah.
But I feel so free playing this game that this is comfortable to me coming off a pick, shooting a one-legged three, fade away, one dribble, lob with the left, with the right from half, which makes him electrifying, champ.
Did it freeze? Was it me?
Okay, so what y'all's thoughts? Is he your favorite player? What do you think the future is going to hold in the 2026-2027 season?
What, for Melo in general? I mean, let's see what Minnesota does. I mean, Minnesota's strong. Who actually they getting rid of? That's what I want to know. I don't know who Minnesota's actually trading for him.
Let me ask Grok. How you guys?
They didn't get rid of anybody. They didn't get rid of anybody substantial, too substantial. They got rid of a role player. They got rid of Naj Reed and another guy, and I think like a first round pick or something like that. They didn't get rid of. You know, they also traded Julius Randle, but the Timberwolves are a perennial all like playoff team. Charlotte was never a playoff team. Charlotte barely made the play-in.
They took
still
out Randle. If you was gonna say they still had Julius, I might feel different, but that's big. I don't know.
They
traded him away. They just traded him away. There was no trade from what I'm reading.
But the thing is, like, when you're dealing with these teams, there's chemistry built. You know what I mean? And when you break up that chemistry, there has to be more chemistry developed. So I don't see nothing happening the first year around. Maybe the second or third.
I don't know, because I think they kept a lot of their core. Like they kept Ant, they kept Gobert, they kept the other long wing they had who's defender. I think the only downside for Minnesota now is LaMelo isn't a defender in the way that they like to play defense and defend. But I think if they could get him out there with some other young dudes who are and put a fire on there, I think they'll be fine. Because they had some dudes on the bench behind Julius Randle that I thought could play in ahead of him.
So they said that it's basically, because I think the way Gray was going with this, it's built around Anthony Edwards. I'll play his clip next. Here we go.
I mean, we're down 25. They pay us to play basketball, so I mean, we can't lay down. Yeah. We got to go out there and give it our all, and I think that's what we did as a group.
Feeling it today? I mean, dropping the buckets all day, all night.
I mean, it was going in for me. Yeah. I was feeling it.
Coming down to free throws too, huh?
Yeah, sure.
Just one more question. What are your thoughts about young Steph Castle there on San Antonio side?
He really good. Yeah, big guard. Know how to use his body. Get downhill with bad intentions. I like him. I like him a lot.
Right, thank you.
What do you think of Barrington tonight?
Yohan, that's my dog. Yeah, man. Happy to see him get his opportunity. He played hard.
Is he good? Y'all know more than me about this guy.
Oh, him? Anthony Edwards?
Yeah.
You don't know about Ant?
Oh, man, Ant is great. Good ain't the word.
Nope.
He got him and Lil Baby got the same baby mama.
That's funny.
He went viral for taking. Well, this because this is something Nora. This will be something Nora's gonna research after. He went viral for trying to pay her all 18 years of child support up front.
Oh, that's him?
That's him.
Okay, yeah, I know who he is now.
I know who he is.
You see, that's crazy, Salil.
That's crazy.
NBA.
And you don't know him for that. That's hard right there, man.
He's one of the best players in the NBA. Like crazy.
I was really excited. He wanted me to talk about this aspect of it. Luckily, I had time tonight.
Yeah, he top 5 for sure.
Yeah, he's jumping over people on the court.
Yeah, there's a clip of him playing. Let me play it for the ladies watching.
He paid 18 months of child support. Oh, that's him?
This is him. I'll mute it so we can talk over it so everybody watching can see. This is Anthony Edwards. Supposedly he's really good. Oh, wait. I think it's like both guys. Yeah, it's Anthony Edwards and the son.
That's them playing in high school, though. This is LaMelo in high school, and that's Anthony Edwards in high school.
Yeah.
Gray really wanted me to play this clip.
He's real funny in the media, too.
And Joshua Coach.
Which one's on the court and which one's off?
I miss Jerry Van, both of them.
A Thanksgiving dish.
I mean, I got a chicken, the turkey, ham, shit. What else I'm fucking with? Nah, that's about it. There's another shit. Yeah, the dessert. Yeah. My girl be making that. Be smacking for sure.
What'd you say to somebody who said you're shooting too many threes?
Fuck them.
Simple, yeah. Energy, from the jump, we wanted to stop on them. So. That pretty much what we trying to do. Let me keep it cool, calm, and collective. Don't fuck that boy up. But yeah, just energy, pretty much. That's all. Pretty much just staying on our pace for real. Keeping the plays going, keeping it. Today, fuck with Melo Day, okay. But nah, pretty much just staying with the rhythm, staying with what the coach is saying, and pretty much just getting the job done.
Fantastic work. We apologize for the youthful exuberance of LaMelo Ball.
Okay, I have not been in Minnesota in probably 20 years.
Bring your ass.
Can you send me a list of restaurants? We're going to be there for like 5 days. I want you to send me a list of some good restaurants, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna find your number through somebody. I'm gonna send them to you.
He helped you prepare for the season.
Yeah, that's my brother right there. That's my dog. Like I said, he's in gang, I'm gang. He chilling all the time. I fuck with his family.
Terrible shit. Yeah, all of them. Besides the woman. Yeah, but the other two dudes, terrible. Excuses, the reason they call a foul. The reason they don't call a foul, the shit was terrible. They don't want to talk back to my coach. They don't want to talk back to me. I said one thing to the ref. He gave me a tech.
Like somebody that got 10
told one of my teammates, if I would have said y'all calling a bad foul, he want to give me a tech. Niggas, they just sensitive.
Where's Andre Williams when you need him? I wonder what Andre thinks about this guy.
Do it count having 10 baby mamas if you can afford them?
Clearly he can't, because he said, all right, bitch, I'm going to pay you this 18 years up front and you be done with it. Who says that?
Well, he initially paid her. She extorted him to go get the abortion. And he sent her the money and she never went and got it.
Yeah, because she probably had to change her heart. Is that extortion? Because
why she ain't send the money back?
The Lord came to her and said, why she ain't sent the money back? You know there's co-pays for doctor visits, right? There's stuff you need to buy before a baby's born. How about that?
He sent her $200,000
for an abortion.
Yes, that was the agreement.
That's his dumbass. Abortions don't cost that much.
Well, he know that was the agreement.
That sounds like he's paying somebody for schmurder.
Yeah.
You're basically paying some. Come on, Slim. Am I wrong?
I mean, hey, don't ask me that question, please, because you know how against that shit I am.
I know you are, so that's what I'm saying. That sounds crazy.
She the contract killer. She the one talking about taking the contract. She took the money.
What I'm saying is she should have. I took the money, had the baby, and put him up for adoption. Done that. But
no, she took the baby, and he pays because she was good enough to, she was good enough to lay down with. He knows how babies are made.
But the thing is, she signed the contract to get the abortion. That means
there was a contract signed.
Yeah, she was willing to get the abortion.
This should be illegal. This should be illegal.
On her end.
There you go.
This should be illegal. Seriously.
Yeah. So instead of that, don't take the money. Put the kid up for adoption.
You are extorting the man.
Taking the bread too and not getting the kid. Yeah, she should.
No, he's a real winner in my opinion. The fact that you paid someone $200,000 to have an abortion tells me everything I need to know about you as an individual. Let me play what Stephen A. had to say about the trade.
LaVar Ball he's great to watch. Listen, I got an 18-year-old.
who plays a little point guard in high school and shoots a lot of threes. He loves LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball in this house is like a god.
Right.
LaMelo Ball ain't as valuable as far as I'm concerned as Nas Reed. LaMelo Ball is eye candy. LaMelo Ball will get you in trouble. First of all, LaMelo Ball misses about 30 games a year. The last year.
Injury prone.
Stephen A., I got to have somebody who's got the same mentality as Ant-Man. Ant-Man's playing through everything. I got to have somebody with that mentality. LaMelo Ball has demonstrated that. Secondly, we're not playing 3-on-3. This ain't Rucker Park. We're playing in the NBA. You're in the Western Conference where Utah has just added Darren Peterson to help get the ball with Keontae George, to marketing Jaren Jackson Jr., Walker Kessler, presuming they re-sign him, Ace Bailey, Filipowski. That's a wall. That's a wall of 7-foot dudes. And you give away Nas Reed for a guy who's going to come in and maybe play 50 games? How long is Ant-Man going to be happy with that? I don't believe, my God. And you gave him a first-round pick. Okay, the pick's in what, 33?
Yeah.
So maybe I don't want to go crazy on the pick, but if you just put two dudes on my team, and I got Ant-Man to start with, and tell me who's more vital, you can go get a different guard. Go pay Kobe White, who's a free agent, and get him away from Charlotte. They're guards you can pay. You could have drafted, you could have traded for a draft pick. Yes, you need somebody who can hold his own in the backcourt and prevent Ant-Man from getting doubled. I agree with that analysis. There's no other analysis. But now what you got, how you going to look San Antonio in the eye? How you going to look OKC in the eye? How you going to look Utah on the come in the eye? They got 5 dudes. San Antonio just went out and said, oh, yeah, you got a 7'5" dude. Give me a 7'3" dude with a championship college ring at Michigan.
But
it's not that I don't understand it. I think it's insane.
But I just talked about unleashing Ant-Man a little bit more. And we got to remember this about LaMelo Ball. This past season, averaged 20 a game, shot 37% from three-point range. Yep. Him and Con Knipple were number 2 and number 1, respectively, in terms of 3 points. They were the top 2 3-point shooters. LaMelo Ball hit 272 three-pointers.
He took like 700. He better hit 273.
But it's at 37%. It ain't like 27%. Like John Morant's at 23.5%. He's at 37% from three-point range. So I got to look at it from that standpoint, Will Bond. I got to go like this. Yo, man, it kind of listen, I get it. It doesn't help them in terms of San Antonio and OKC, in terms of size. But Will Bond, let me throw this at you. Remember during the finals when we were covering it together, because you always know how much we have a ball covering the finals together, man. You got to remember, I was saying if Jalen Brunson wins, it's huge for the NBA because you're not at the mercy of the 7'5" alien from France. A 6'1" guard playing below the rim has shown you there's a way to go out there and beat some of the Goliaths.
That's why they're moving.
All right, guys, what's your thoughts about all what you heard? You guys are the basketball fans. I'm just here.
I told you, I know Doc don't like Jalen Brunson, but he gonna hear this shit all year round. It's because of your twin brother that the NBA is moving the way they moving. I'm telling you now, once they experience that, every team is gonna make that adjustment because they believe it can be done another way as opposed to the traditional, you got to be tall and all that. You see what happened to Wemby. That's in the flesh, yo. In the flesh.
I think what the Knicks did was cool and it was great. I think if we comparing Jalen Brunson and Wemby is not even a comparison.
No. I'm not saying comparing them two. I'm saying the traditional, the tall man, basketball NBA.
Yeah, but we talking about a Knicks team who everybody's in like 8 years in. Everybody who's starting for them 8 to 10 years in the NBA. Wemby's on like his second year, third year. He missed 1 year, half of 1 year for an injury. Like these dudes are 20 years old, 18 years old, 19 years old. These dudes are gonna be grown men, and Wemby is gonna be hard to play with.
All right, let me ask you a question. Do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder is a better team than the New York Knicks?
No.
Okay.
I think the San Antonio Spurs are, though.
Okay, so how is that when San Antonio went 7 with OKC and 5 with New York?
I just think that they're a younger team, but the OKC is a younger team as well. OKC got a lot of young dudes and stuff too. New York has a bunch of dudes with 10 years in the league.
So that's why they won, because of experience?
Yeah.
You believe so?
Yeah.
So why did OKC win last year if that's the case?
Because they were a better team and they letting Shea do the thing Harden was doing. He's just not fumbling like Harden. They got Shea in this spot where he running this offense, and it is in a spot where he can draw the fouls, and there's nothing you can do. And the NBA is just allowing him to do it the same way they allow Harden to do it for a while and go on that run. But also, as far as this, like, I think Stephen A and these dudes, they give this advice from when they were like basketball players back in the 80s and how they think people should do it. The Timberwolves will be fine, I think. Like they have one of the best defending 7-footers on the floor. And although Slim says it's going away from the tall dude, the big dude on y'all team is who made some of the biggest plays down the stretch that just don't show up as points. The center when he got the rebound from Wemby, OG with the putback. OG's 6'9".
But
you know what I mean? Like these dudes are little dudes. These dudes
are no center though. You can't say that. He can't say that, bro.
You know what I mean? So I think Timberwolves would be fine. LaMelo's not a little guard either. LaMelo's 6'6", like 6'7". LaMelo's a big guard. Like I think the problem won't be like size wise. I think it'll be LaMelo's tenacity to want to defend. You know what I mean? Like kids are in this age now where they only want to play one end of the floor. They only think about the points. So he's gonna have to lock in on both sides of playing it. But I don't think they have anything to worry about. I think they'll be fine.
I think they actually won it because they was able to hold back the stamina on the Knicks. If you look at the Knicks roster on the bench, you have Jalen Brunson about 4 times on their roster. There's like 4 other Jalen Brunsons that can run the point. Maybe not as, IQ wise as him, but they have those type of guys with the speed that can dish it off. And everybody on the Knicks can shoot. Now, previous to that, when they had Pivotal, he would run them dudes into the ground. So when it comes to the playoff, they're all exhausted. And that's what you saw with San Antonio. Their stamina is what got them, because if they can play the way they played in the first and second quarter, the entire series, this is a game 7 and we're looking at a whole different ballgame. But they were gassed after the second half. And then you put Jalen Brunson in. Then you put Karl Towns in. All of that stuff played a role in stamina.
But I think also when you think of that, you got to look at the San Antonio Spurs played 2 rookies. Substantial minutes. Dudes who've never played on this stage at all, didn't play in a championship in college. They played 2 rookies. They didn't play grown men who got to go home to a wife and kids. They played dudes who couldn't afford to buy cigarettes at the corner store.
That would be coaching.
No, that's who they play. So that's what I'm saying. Like they got to have time to mature. Michael Jordan didn't win it his first year. Jalen Brunson didn't win it his first 9 years.
So basically, it's safe to say it's the coach's fault.
No, I think it's just a part of growth.
Okay. Because, if you coaching, you ain't supposed to play those dudes if you feel they're not ready for this environment. You know what I mean? This type of level, I should say.
Well, this is what Rich Paul had to say about the trade. You guys probably know who he is.
Him saying, you know what? I'm taking this swing.
How do their games work together?
I actually think LaMelo matures in Minnesota. I think you see him take a step because Chris Finch is a different type of coach. You're now playing for something. Minnesota's going to have at least 6 to 8 nationally televised games. You're playing. The difference is going into Minnesota now, it's not his team. It's Anthony Edwards' team. And so that makes you grow up a little bit. At the same time, also, Ant wants to win. So if you come in there, he's chill, he's cool. but he wants to win. He wants to compete every night. I think that helps LaMelo in different spots of the game, especially where he can grow as it pertains to time and score, possessions, value in possessions, making sure you execute every time down, especially 5 minutes to go in the game. And
what kind of offense do you run with those two guys?
I think you still want to play fast. Still got Jay McDaniels. I mean, losing Nas Reed.
Certainly think you want to play fast.
Yeah, I think you want to, but playing fast. Because see, here's what happens, and this is why we lose our identity amongst teams in the league. Everyone wants to play fast, but you got to have your own style. It's like dressing. Your style is your style. My style is my style. We're not Gomer Pyle. So playing fast, yes, but playing fast in moments of the game. You still have to understand how to seek out the mismatches. You still have to know when your guy got it going. One night it may be Jay McDaniels' night. He got it going. You have to feed that guy. You still have to know when to get in his spot. So this is going to help Melo become a real guard, a real lead guard.
The Timberwolves, when you look at their lineup now, their starting lineup is a lot. They have
they lost. They don't have Randall or Reed, so they lost.
Randall might be addition by subtraction.
Fair, but what I'm saying is they don't have.
They lost shooting at the 4.
At the 4 spot. That's a lot.
Yeah, you could pick up some shooting at the 4.
You can't just. You can pick up some shooting. This is not Whole Foods. You can't just go and pick up shooting.
But okay, but what they definitely have, they have an all-world defensive center.
Yes,
they have an all-world defensive.
They got one. What they have is 1, 2, 3. They need a 4.
They have 1, 2, 3, 5.
5.
And they have 1, 2, 3, 5 at an exceptionally high level. And what I saw.
They also have Terrence Shannon, who came off the bench and played well in the playoffs. Strong lefty, can get to the cup, made shots. As long as he can improve in that shot, he's going to make some money in the league. I don't know their full roster.
McDaniels, which is why I said that's the key in that matchup with the Nuggets is, and he showed it. Jamal Murray is a proven playoff performer. They put that dude on Jamal Murray.
Oh,
and
Jamal Murray brought him back.
Yeah, right, Ayo. There it is.
Ayo, they brought Ayo back. So
but they put that dude in Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray had his first really bad playoffs I can remember. It worked. So if you have a defensive stopper like that who also has an offensive game, you have who's long, you have a backcourt as dynamic, like it's the most dynamic backcourt in the league by far. LaMelo and Ant, and you have a defensive stopper like Gobert. Like this trade means I now look at Minnesota as potentially getting out of they can compete with the Spurs and OKC. And by compete, I don't mean be a tough out. I mean, they might beat them.
We have to see that 4-man, Max. We have to see that 4-man.
They're going to pick someone up.
So will they now be able to compete? This goes back to Slim's questioning. It all ties together. What's y'all thoughts? Go ahead, Slim. You kick it off.
Like I said, first year, no, but I do see the potential on what they're doing. If it works the first year, that's crazy. Congrats. But I do see where they're going with it. You know, the West is tough, man. I mean, you got to really have elements to defeat these beasts out here. You know, you got Denver. You know, that's tough. You know, so I'm gonna just say, I want to see what happens. Actually, I'm really excited to see how that plays out.
I think one of the biggest things in these sports comes into the money. Like even a team like New York, they're in the second apron. They're paying these dudes a lot of money. So at some point, everybody just won't be able to afford it. The more success you have, the inflated value of the dudes on the roster. And I think that's some OKC experiencing because OKC has a lot of young dudes, Isaiah Joe, Mitchell. A lot of dudes who come off the bench are really good players in OKC, but you just can't pay them all. We just seen Shay's cousin leave Minnesota because he got a deal. So it's a lot of dudes who are going to move around at some point, and it's always hard to keep those rosters together. I was looking at my phone today, so many people getting traded or sent somewhere else, or you know, they just can't afford them. They taking the team declining their deal on them, or they're opting into a deal. So a lot of it's gonna come down to the money if they can afford to bring in somebody decent, and if somebody wants to take a pay cut. Because dudes like LaMelo and Ant are both max players. They don't get $200 to $300 million. Rudy Gobert is unfortunately, I think, been a max player. He's gonna get $200 million, and you only get so much before you go into the luxury tax, and you just can't afford to pay some of these dudes. Crazy to say because they print money with this sports thing. Like how you sitting up in the nosebleed, you looking at Ant-Man for real, can't see nothing but ants playing, and you know what I'm saying, they in there every night, and they say ain't no more money, but the owners be billionaires, you know what I mean, and tech billionaires and all type of stuff. So you just never know.
No, I agree, guys. This was a good talk. Guys, if you're watching for the first time, please hit that notification bell so you know when we go live. Okay, guys, we're going to do closing thoughts because my team's about to play in 15 minutes, and I have to see the opening.
I got one more topic. Do y'all think the Knicks are going to see President Trump?
They should.
Yes.
You know what my daughter told me today? She told me that she ain't gonna be celebrating our anniversary because Trump is the president. I said it shouldn't matter who's the president. You should still support this country. And even if Joe Biden called me to the White House, and I did not like that old creepy man, I would still show up, shake his hand, and say God bless him and pray over him.
Facts.
I think so too, because I think there's been a lot of presidents who people don't agree with their politics, but it's probably like one of the greatest honors in this country to be able to walk into the White House. It's not like you just can walk into the White House whenever you want because you play basketball. No, that's not a thing. So I think just having that opportunity, even if you don't agree with his politics, bro, you're gonna get to walk in the front door of the White House, walk around the grounds. You're gonna get to be able to stand somewhere that's iconic for our country. You know, people fly around the world to take a picture of the White House.
Not just that, you're not there for the president. You're there to serve your country. When you play in the NBA, you serve your country. When you go to work and you're doing a legal, legit job, you're serving your community, you're serving your country. And if the president calls you, if the White House calls you, you should do it as an honor for the country. That's where I'm at.
So we got 3 they going?
Yeah, I think they should go. I don't think they will, but I think they should. I'm actually a no.
I think they will go, actually.
Well, all the players go is the question.
I don't know if all the players will go. I think all the players should go, but I think they will go because of the ownership of the Knicks. I think if he has anything to do with it, I think
a lot of New Yorkers. Yep.
He's into like that community. James Dolan is into that community that, you know, Trump's from New York. They probably I don't want to say they're friends. I'm sure they've had some conversation, rubbed some elbows, been in some room together. And I think he's gonna put this idea on them like, hey, you know, you have some sort of obligation, at least to the franchise. It's like doing media. You know what I mean? They can't just decide not to do media. Like, I think you have some sort of obligation to just the franchise to go to the White House.
So you think they're gonna go begrudgingly, basically?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
I think a lot of people don't often go begrudgingly. I think people went when Barack Obama was the president begrudgingly. I think people went when Biden was the president. Bush. I think a lot of people, Nixon. I think a lot of people went begrudgingly, but I think it's still an honor to go. You know what I mean? Because when the football teams go, you think all of those dudes are those country dudes from the middle of nowhere are fans of Obama? I don't think so. You know what I mean? Like, that's not their cup of tea, but they still, you know, take the honor to go.
And even if they do go, watch the media focused on which teammate didn't go. I just have a strong feeling they'll focus on who didn't go and then go into the background on why. It's just what they do.
Well, we are going to do our closing thoughts for everybody watching. Please come back tomorrow. We're going to be talking about Jake Lang and Iran War 2.0. Slim, what's your closing thoughts?
Oh man, good show. It's always good to talk about basketball after the New York's win. It's definitely an honor. I appreciate it. We're gonna do it again. So I really don't give a damn about no other NBA teams, to be honest with you. And yeah, New York Knicks. New party.
Go Knicks. Doc, what's your closing thoughts?
Man, I wish we could get everybody to like support just regular people who are doing good things in the community. Like we can get them to support these athletes. I know a lot of athletes do great things, but they get paid millions and millions of dollars to do it. There's somebody around in your neighborhood right now that could use some help mentoring those kids and giving those kids a chance. And if you're looking around, it could probably be you. So take the chance and the opportunity to get active in your community. And as always, it's a blessing to be here. New party. Go Hawks.
Go Heat. Go Team Morocco. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about my team, baby. Let's talk about my team. So we got to go because your girl got to go watch the game. I want to hear my Moroccans cheering. Go Team Morocco. If you're watching FIFA World Cup, please go back and watch our predictions that we made on last Thursday night show. But tomorrow night, guys, come back. Why y'all can't leave black people alone? Why Jake Land got to be a stalker? Why he had to show up to BET? I don't know, but we're going to answer it tomorrow night. We'll have a surprise guest. We'll see who shows up. But also, Iran 2.0. Your girl done went on the BBC and looks crazy. I defended Trump. I defended you, Trump. But here we are. We're back in Iran 2.0. So come back tomorrow. I'll give everyone an update. God bless. Good night and stay safe, America.
Sisters,
we shall not yield to tyranny.
Our cause just, we will prevail. The fight
Hello,
for our
Mr.
rights.
Bucks. Ready for a journey back? Look at this encampment. The spirit of 76 is alive.
Bobby, at this
Hello,
point,
Mr.
shame on you. Shame on you. Because we are being played as the American people. Our money is funding a war that we don't need to be in. I shouldn't be okay with it. So as long as I have breath in my body and a mic to use, I will be speaking out against this.
A true patriot savors these moments, but the fight for liberty calls.
The economy, we have a global economy. That's why we're a number one economy in the world. I know that a lot of people want to paint the horrible view of America, but, you know, go live somewhere else and then tell me America's bad.
Patriotism is all about. Look at these flags. They represent our fight for liberty.
This is so freaking crazy to me that we have an conflict with Iran before a single person from the Epstein files has been arrested on American soil.
The hour of liberty is at hand. For freedom is proper. Brothers and
I was
sisters.
working, man, you know, but it's good to see Rippy out there handling business, man. And again, hey, there's a lot of black Trump supporters, man. I mean, it feels good to see that, man. So
My fellow patriots, the hour of decision is upon us. Let us march forth with courage to secure our liberty.
A real coach. People are getting sick of it. The moment a celebrity steps slightly outside the leftist approved narrative, they get attacked. Chili from TLC gets heat over allegedly donating to Donald Trump.
For liberty. The British advance. We must act.
Our supplies are low, but morale is high.
Then we fight for liberty.
Campaign to War captures the spirit of we fight for independence.
The
Welcome to my
that said they were anti-war. I think they said no new wars. Yeah, they voted for a president that was not going to start any new wars. And what's funny to me is that not only were you lied to, not only did this man start this and get out of the
freedom. Greetings from the encampment. The spirit of liberty is strong. We will fight for our rights and our freedom.
Just in order to get the Greater Israel Project accomplished, you have to kill people. That's why it's wrong. Killing people is wrong. Full stop. So you can try to make sense of it with, well, it's a threat and this and that. There's no greater threat than the United States empire.
Vocabulary up because I'm throwing out words like hubris, acquiesce, verbose. What are you going to do about the dichotomy of the nuance?
To the encampment, for liberty.
And what I've learned, and I'm not a liberal or a Democrat. I voted for Trump the first time, but he's become a politician. He lies like all the other politicians. He deceives like all the other politicians.
advancing! Soldiers, the enemy is near.
Not only do I love my FBA fam, my Black American fam, my Black people on code, you know, my people that's allies with us, as part of the fam. I love y'all. I love my country too. You feel me?
The cause to victory.
To victory. These pastries are wonderful.
Indeed, but we must stay vigilant.